Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And if you missed the last video, I pretty much just did like a rapid fire going over everything added with this update, which I'm really impressed about. And I kind of held off on it real quick because I really wanted to push that video first. But I wanted to get to testing her in shooting range and stuff for Soda. And I'm kind of iffy with it because I did some testing and I really only found one team that's kind of obvious with her that she's really going to shine in. So I wanted to take a good look with you guys. So let's head on over to Union shooting range already and let's go talk about it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to do a fire team for a minute 30. Reason why is because I'm not trying to have any elemental advantage or weakness here, just kind of neutral here. And I just want to look at Soda. So obviously Tuve and Leona here are going to take this advantage. Obviously I would rather have Alice, Bunny be here and help, burst with Tuve, but that's not the case right now. So we're just going to plug in Noir for now as just like a whatever scenario here for buffs, because there's no one else here I can really see as a team. Like, the duo bunnies helped her, of course, but I really don't think it's justifiable to use the bunnies with Soda, because there's a lot better teams that you can use for solo raid with the duo bunnies. Now, I think this is actually going to be the solo raid team that you're going to go for if you have these characters, or you're going to try to get these characters to work with Soda. And I want to talk about why. So let's head on over into the shooting range and let's take a look, because there's a lot of caveats with this team that I need to talk about that's kind of unfortunate. So one of the first things, the reason why I really want Tuve and Leona here, not only to assist Privity Maid obviously, but for Soda, is because we really want to keep these golden chips to stay above 30 and above to keep her attack and like hit rate going up, which is fine. But that's the reason why, is because Tuve, helps increase critical damage, attack speed with shotguns, and those attacks, those little buffs will actually help try to keep her chips up for Soda. And in terms of Leona, she kind of does something similar, increasing critical rate, critical damage for allies, hit rate for allies. This will all help, especially with her being a shotgun unit, to try to keep those chips up. That being said, though, there is a huge caveat that I really wanted to talk about, and that's just the fact that this is a really high investment, hungry team. And that doesn't sound that bad until you realize how hard it is to get skill mats in this game. To get burst skill mats in this game is tough. And this team is really investment heavy. We're looking at Soda here for maybe 777, Privity Maid for 10-7-10 or something like that, 10-7-10 and 10-10-7 for Leona. Obviously that's probably backwards, but those double digit skill levels aren't dramatic. You really need a high investment team for this, and that's really unfortunate that you're gonna need to put so much into this team just to make it work. And I don't know how I feel about it, because at the same time I'm not surprised by it, but it just sucks that, especially for a lot of new people who are here from Anniversary or this bunny event, that you might not even have these characters. So I don't know how, you could probably make her work, but trying to maintain the golden chip thing is what's going to be really killer. So we'll have to see. And I think she's going to do fine, because right now we're kind of getting to the end here, and she did 61 million and Privity Maid did 66 million. And obviously Tuve and Leona aren't doing much, but they're providing all those buffs to try to really pump up the damage for Soda and Privity. And I think that's really awesome. So I think she does have a place, and it's with this team. It's just the amount of maintaining this team and trying to invest into it is going to be tough. And real quick, we got an idea of how she works with ads and stuff, but I wanted to take a good look as well with a boss. And unfortunately, boss is really only 3 minutes, but we're not going to do the full 3 minutes. I really want to get a good look at the 1 minute 30 mark, because just like what we did earlier, she did about 61 million or something like that. So I want to see where she is in terms of a boss for damage here. So we'll see, because if she does even more at the 1 minute 30 mark here, then we kind of know that she's going to excel with Privity Maid in a boss situation here. So that'll probably be reflected in the tier list if that's the case. But, you know, we'll see. I'm not going to make you watch the whole minute 30 again while I yap, you know. So I'm going to just, you know, I'll quickly cut it and I'll be right back to when we get to the minute 30 mark and see the results. Alright, and we're back here and we're starting to wind down now to the 1 minute 30 mark. And I really want to see right when we get to 130. I'm going to just take a pot. Yup. And look at her. So she's gone up like pretty much like over 10 million damage just in solo. So I definitely think that this is where she's going to be shining, and it'll probably be reflected in the tier list like I said. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is where it's going to be. I definitely see this team being a viable solo raid team boss, and it seems like the shotgun meta team is finally here, especially when we get Alice. It's just the fact that you're going to need so much investment, and I really think that's really unfortunate, and I think that's probably the biggest downside to this character in terms of where she's placed in a team. But that's just my opinion. I know there's like a lot of other teams you could try to place her in. I just think this is probably going to be her best team to like really maximize Soda's kit as well as Privity. So I personally think that this is probably going to be the team that you really want to go for with Soda. And we'll have to see. I wonder what the tier list ranking is going to look. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like boss is like SS and that she's S in some places. I don't think she's trash at all. I feel like a lot of people just think whatever's not meta is trash, and I really think that's kind of a bleak way to look at this game. Like, yeah, at the same time, you really want like good units, right? But at the same time, just why like not every character needs to be like broken or insane, and she's gonna be really good. It's just that she really needs a really hungry, invested team. That being said, though, what are your thoughts on Soda? Do you think that she's still worthy of pulling? Do you love her? Do you think that she has to be like meta to be pulled? I honestly think that you just have fun with it. Not everything has to be meta. I feel like if every unit was a meta, then this game would just be kind of, they would just start creating like an insane power creep thing that it's already having. So I think it's unnecessary that it has to be a broken unit. I think she's in a good spot right now wherever she is. It's unfortunate that they want to invest in this shotgun meta team, but it's just kind of how it is, right? That being said, though, I can't wait to test with Alice when she comes out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's just a quick little short one, and I didn't do that many other teams. I just really feel like this is probably the biggest team that she's probably going to do well in, and I wanted to show it off. That being said, though, are you guys going to be pulling for Alice? Are you not going to be pulling for Alice? Let me know. And outside of that, just enjoy the rest of this bunny event, you know? And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you're from, and take care. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.